This message isn't random. It's heaven pulling you aside for a private revelation. You may not even realize how divine this timing is. You didn't stumble here by curiosity, and you didn't press play by chance. This moment was written into your timeline before you were born. Heaven knew the exact second your spirit would be ready to hear this whisper. So now stop scrolling. Breathe. The atmosphere around you is shifting. Heaven has been waiting for you to become still enough to listen. There's been so much noise lately, too much for your spirit to breathe. You've been carrying silent exhaustion, holding yourself together when no one even noticed you were unraveling. And yet here you are, still standing. That alone is proof that angels have already been near. Archangel Michael brings this message not as a visitor, but as a guardian standing watch over your destiny. He comes not with fear, but with fierce protection. Because right now, heaven is pulling you into safety. This moment is not information, it's intervention. You have been under quiet attack, the kind that doesn't always come with thunder or chaos, but the slow kind that seeps into your emotions. Emotional weariness, spiritual numbness, the creeping fog of hidden fear. You've been fighting invisible exhaustion, trying to keep the light on inside your soul when it felt like the power was running out. There have been days when you woke up and felt disconnected from everything, even your own hope. You smiled, but it was the kind of smile that hides battle scars. You've been doing your best to function while your spirit has been calling for rescue. Heaven saw it. Archangel Michael saw it. And the Father heard the cry you didn't even know you made. You've been wondering, what's wrong with me? Why do I feel so drained, so unseen? But the truth is, this was never just emotional fatigue. It was spiritual interference. The enemy's strategy has been subtle, not to destroy you, but to distract you. Because if he can make you doubt your worth, delay your healing, and disconnect you from heaven's voice, he can dull your destiny. But listen closely. He failed, because you are hearing this message right now. Jeremiah 33:3 says, "Call to me, and I will answer you and tell you great and unsearchable things you do not know." This is not just a verse. It is your present instruction. Heaven is inviting you to call again. Not because God hasn't heard, but because your voice reopens the conversation the enemy tried to close. God says, call to me, not perform for me, not pretend you're fine, just call. Your healing doesn't start when you figure everything out. It starts the moment you reach out. And as you call, something begins to move in the unseen. Heaven begins to respond. Angels align their assignments. The same presence that sustained Elijah in the wilderness now surrounds you. Archangel Michael reveals that a healing portal, a divine opening, is being activated over your life. You may not see it, but you'll feel the evidence rest. Where there was anxiety, clarity. Where there was fog, warmth. Where there was coldness. Heaven is not distant. It's descending. The warfare you've been enduring was not a sign that you were forsaken. It was the signal that breakthrough was near. There is an invisible shift happening around you, even as you listen. The air is clearing. The atmosphere is responding. The oppression that sat on your chest like weight is being lifted by unseen hands. Michael stands as your defender, sword drawn, shield raised, covering you in divine light. He says, "You are not weak. You are targeted because you are chosen." Every attack you've endured was an attempt to make you forget who you are. But heaven remembers your name. Heaven is opening a portal of recovery, one that will not only heal your body and mind, but will reawaken your spiritual sensitivity. You are entering a phase where prayer will feel lighter, worship will feel deeper, and divine peace will begin to visit your nights again. Now speak these words softly with me. I receive this word. I am not here by accident. Heaven has found me. The noise in my soul is quieting. Fear is losing power. My body is aligning with peace. My heart is covered in light. Archangel Michael stands beside me, and I am safe. Say it again, I am safe. Every word you speak in faith becomes a key that locks the door to fear. Heaven responds not to perfection, but to permission. When you declare that you are covered, angels are authorized to move. You don't have to earn healing, you inherit it. You don't have to chase peace, it will find you. You don't have to fight alone, because heaven has already assigned its army. Right where you are, lift your hand or place it over your heart. Whisper, I am here, Lord. I am listening. Feel the warmth rising within you. That is not imagination, it's activation. Heaven wants you aware of this truth. Every time you become still enough to receive, the supernatural becomes accessible. If you can say these words aloud, I open the door of my heart to divine protection. I welcome healing into every layer of my being. I align myself with heaven's timing and heaven's peace, and let it be sealed in your spirit. Beloved, this moment is the beginning of your restoration. The same God who spoke to Jeremiah now whispers your name. The same angels who guarded Daniel now encamp around your home. The battle you couldn't describe, heaven already diagnosed. The healing you didn't know how to begin, heaven has already scheduled. Let peace settle where panic once ruled. Let comfort replace confusion. Archangel Michael stands guard tonight, not at a distance, but at your side. The atmosphere around you has shifted. The light of protection surrounds you. You are not forgotten. You are not lost. You are not too late. Heaven found you on time. And as you rest in that truth, know this: what begins here continues in the next revelation. Because healing is not just arriving, it's expanding. Stay close, my beloved child. Because in the next part, heaven will uncover what has been fighting you behind the scenes. If you believe Archangel Michael is guarding you tonight, type "protected" in the comments as your declaration of faith and covering. The reason you've been tired, confused, and blocked is because something unseen has been assigned against you. This is not your imagination. What you've been walking through lately, the pressure, the strange delays, the sudden heaviness that makes no sense. None of it is random. There's a spiritual battle happening around you that your natural eyes can't see, but your soul has been feeling the tremors of it. You've been wondering, why do I feel drained even when I rest? Why does my progress stall the moment I start to hope again? Heaven wants you to know. It's not weakness, it's warfare. You are standing in a field of invisible conflict. For days, maybe months, you've been sensing resistance you couldn't explain. Doors that should have opened stayed shut. Relationships that should have been peaceful turned strained. Even your sleep have felt like a battleground. This is what unseen warfare looks like: fear that arrives, uninvited delay that makes you question your worth, infirmity that drains your strength, shame that whispers in your ear, and emotional heaviness that sits on your chest for no reason. But hear me, these are not coincidences. They are spiritual strategies designed to exhaust your spirit so you won't notice how close you are to breakthrough. Archangel Michael has seen every assignment spoken against you. He knows the patterns, the cycles, the hidden envy, and the quiet opposition that tries to shadow your name. These are ancient forces, residues of generational resistance that have studied your lineage and waited for an opening. And yet, heaven has drawn a line. What once repeated in your bloodline will not repeat in you. The Word of God says in Ephesians 6:12, "For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, and against spiritual wickedness in high places. This verse isn't meant to frighten you. It's meant to awaken you. You are not wrestling with people's circumstances or bad luck. You are contending with spiritual interference. You've been feeling opposition because heaven has already marked you for advancement. Every time you pray, it shakes the atmosphere. Every time you speak peace over chaos, it disrupts darkness. And every time you decide to keep standing, light begins to push through. Archangel Michael reveals that ancient opposition rose the moment your calling began to surface. Heaven's spotlight on you made you visible not only to destiny, but to resistance. The moment you decided to walk in healing hell sent distractions. The moment you began to forgive warfare, tried to reopen old wounds. The moment you said, "I'm ready to move forward," the enemy whispered, "You'll fail again." But here's the revelation. The attack wasn't punishment. It was proof of your purpose. The enemy never fights what doesn't threaten him. That's why your warfare has been personal. It's not because you're cursed, it's because you're chosen. The pressure has been intense because you carry influence in realms you haven't even entered yet. Archangel Michael has been warring on your behalf in dimensions you don't even perceive. There have been nights you couldn't sleep, not because your body was restless, but because your spirit was alert. Heaven was dispatching protection while you lay still. You were never unguarded, even in the silence. The battle you didn't know was there was already being fought for you. Now, speak this out loud with me. I am not powerless. I am protected. I may not see the warfare, but heaven sees me. Every weapon formed against me is breaking in the name of Jesus. Fear is leaving. Delay is dissolving. Infirmity is retreating. My mind is covered. My spirit is guarded. My future is sealed under divine protection. Every word you just declared is a sword in the spirit. When you speak, faith angels move. Archangel Michael has been positioned around you, not as a symbol, but as a shield. He stands between you and what was meant to break you. His sword cuts through accusation and confusion. His wings cover you in the radiance of divine defense. Right now, invisible warfare is being reversed. The whispers that tried to curse you are turning into testimonies that will bless you. Every chain forged in secret is shattering under heaven's decree. You are stepping into a new vibration of peace because heaven has reinforced your atmosphere. If you feel this word resonating deep within, pause and whisper, "I receive heaven's protection over my life." Let the word soak through your spirit. You are not alone in this fight. The exhaustion that once felt like defeat will now become a sign of release. The battles that once made you cry will now become proof that heaven defended you even when you didn't know it. If your body feels weary, remember this. Your spirit has been under surveillance, watched and covered by God's army. Even now, Michael and the heavenly host surround you. Imagine light encircling your home, your heart, your family. That glow is real. That protection is present. Say it aloud again, "I am surrounded by divine protection." The warfare ends here. Beloved, the unseen battle has been fierce, but you were never abandoned in it. Every delay, every disappointment, every wave of confusion, heaven recorded it all and heaven responded. You were never meant to fight unarmed. You were meant to fight covered. So take a deep breath. Feel the weight lifting. The storm you couldn't see has begun to break. Heaven's army has intervened. And though you may not see the victory yet, your peace is the first sign it's already secured. The battle you didn't know was already being fought and won on your behalf. This is the moment heaven begins to shift you from survival into restoration. Because what was once attacked is now being rebuilt with divine strength. Stay close, my beloved child, because in the next revelation, heaven says it's time to rebuild what was broken. What if the noise in your mind isn't failure, but the sound of healing under construction? You've called it brokenness. You've looked at your life, the scattered pieces, the unanswered questions, the moments of collapse, and you've whispered to yourself, something in me is broken. But heaven leans in today to say, that's not brokenness. That's rebuilding. You're not being discarded. You're being redesigned. You haven't been forgotten. You've been under divine renovation. You've been walking through seasons that felt like unraveling. Rejection that pierced deeper than words. Abandonment that left silence echoing in your chest. Loss that emptied spaces no one else could fill. People saw your strength, but not the tears you hid in private. They saw your smile, but not the effort it took to show up. You've been living between the tension of who you used to be and who you hope you're becoming. You've wondered, is something wrong with me? Why haven't I healed faster? Why do I still feel these cracks inside? But Archangel Michael brings a message straight from heaven. Your cracks are not evidence of failure. They are proof that God's hands are still on you. Isaiah 61:3 speaks this promise, to bestow on them a crown of beauty, instead of ashes the oil of joy, instead of mourning and a garment of praise, instead of a spirit of despair. Beloved, the ashes in your life are not the end. They are the beginning of beauty. The mourning is not forever. It is the soil where joy is about to bloom. The despair is not your destiny. It is the place where praise is about to be born. God never leaves things in ruins. He rebuilds, He restores, and He reinforces what was once fragile. Archangel Michael reveals there is a blueprint for your healing, and heaven has been following it precisely. You see the mess. Heaven sees the architecture of restoration. Every tear you cried watered the soil of your future joy. Every moment you felt forgotten was a chamber of hidden preparation. Every no was making room for a stronger, more permanent yes. The enemy tried to label you broken, but God renamed you reinforced. Reinforced with wisdom, reinforced with compassion, reinforced with supernatural strength. Your soul is not shattered. It is soft clay in divine hands. You haven't been thrown away. You've been placed on the potter's wheel. What feels like spinning is reshaping. What feels like pressure is refinement. What feels like confusion is the process of being made new. Heaven isn't discarding your past. It's building on it with reinforced walls. Michael's sword has cleared the way for this rebuilding. His presence has pushed back the darkness that tried to bury you in shame. He stands guard even now, watching as heaven lays down fresh foundation inside your heart. Say this with me: now I am not broken. I am becoming. What the enemy called damage, heaven calls design. Every wound is now a doorway to my healing. I surrender the ashes and receive the beauty. I release the mourning and receive the joy. I drop the despair and put on praise. I am not starting over. I am being rebuilt with divine strength. Speak it again if you feel it rising. I am not broken. I am being rebuilt. Every time you say it, shame begins to loosen its grip. Every time you declare it, something sacred is reinforced inside you. Take a deep breath right now, right? Let your shoulders drop. Let your spirit lean into this truth. You are not behind. You are not defective. You are right on time in heaven's construction timeline. Close your eyes for a moment and imagine this, the scaffolding of heaven around your life. Angels walking the framework. Michael standing at the gates. Blueprints unrolling in the spirit. walls going up, strength being added, light being woven through every fiber of your story. This is not destruction. This is restoration. You're not being punished, you're being repurposed. And when the rebuilding is finished, your story will shine with a glow no fire can destroy. If this word is speaking directly to you, whisper back, God, I give you my pieces. Rebuild me, reinforce me, restore me. I trust you with the design. My beloved child, the pain you've walked through has not been in vain. Every crack in your heart has become a place for God's glory to shine through. Where the enemy wanted shame, heaven is planting strength. Where despair once lived, joy is now awakening. Where it felt like collapse, the divine blueprint has been quietly unfolding. You have not missed your moment. You have not lost your worth. You are being rebuilt. And this time, nothing will be missing. Not love, not peace, not strength, not purpose. Archangel Michael stands at your side. Sword drawn, path cleared. You are walking out of ruin and into reinforcement. And as you do, the sound you hear in your spirit is not chaos. It's the sound of healing under construction. Stay close, my beloved. Because in the next part, heaven will show you how to hear again. But to hear God clearly, you must first let the noise settle. God hasn't stopped speaking, your thoughts just got too loud to notice. You've wondered why heaven feels distant lately, why prayer seems quiet, why your heart feels numb even when you know God is near. But beloved, this isn't because God turned away. It's because the volume of everything else has been too loud. The internal static, the stress, the pressure, the mental spiral has drowned out the stillness that helps you hear His voice. And now, heaven is calling you into sacred silence. You've been pulled in too many directions, mentally drained, emotionally scattered, spiritually disoriented. One minute you're thinking about tomorrow's responsibilities, the next, you're reliving yesterday's regrets. You're overthinking conversations, carrying invisible to-do lists, fighting off the echo of what if and why now and how long, and underneath it all, you've been asking, where is God in all of this noise? The answer is simple but sacred. He's still here, but He's waiting for the volume to drop. Archangel Michael brings this message not with fire, but with clarity, straight from the battlefield to your mind. The war in your thoughts is not random. The enemy knows that if he can disrupt your mental peace, he can distort your spiritual clarity. If he can't block God's voice, he'll overwhelm yours. But today, the static is being silenced. 1 Kings 19:12 gives us this picture of divine communication. After the earthquake, a fire, but the Lord was not in the fire. And after the fire, a still small voice. Elijah had just faced threats, fear, exhaustion. He expected to hear God in the dramatic, in the noise, in the storm. But God waited until everything else had settled. And then, He whispered. That same whisper is trying to reach you now. You don't need to chase God's voice. It's already near. You just need to let the noise settle. Archangel Michael reveals this. The storm around you has been external, but the confusion within you has been internal. And now heaven is separating the two. What doesn't belong in your mind is being removed. Heaven is restoring clarity, not just answers, but stillness. Not just insight, but peace. You are not forgotten. You are not abandoned. You are being led into a moment of divine quiet, where the voice of God can be heard again without interference. Your soul has been in survival mode, running, processing, enduring. But now, it's time to listen. This is not just about hearing something. It's about hearing someone. The one who called you by name before anyone else knew your story. The one whose whisper carries more healing than 1,000 sermons. Say this with me now. My mind is not a battlefield. It is a sanctuary. I release the thoughts that do not belong. I make space for the voice of God. Every storm in my head must submit to the peace of heaven. I tune out the noise. I tune into the stillness. God, I'm listening again. Let these words sink in. You don't need to fix everything right now. You don't need to overthink your way into peace. You need only to receive what heaven is releasing, sacred stillness. Michael is not only a warrior, he is a guardian of sacred spaces. And your mind is one of them. Right now he stands watch, and silence begins to settle like soft snow across the battlefield. Take this moment to slow everything down. Close your eyes if you can. Put your hand over your heart and breathe. Breathe in the stillness. Breathe out the spiral. Let your thoughts come, but do not follow them. Let the silence stretch a little longer than you're used to. It is in this space that God begins to whisper again. You may not hear words, but you will feel the quiet assurance, the sacred awareness that you are not alone, that heaven is here, that you are safe to exhale. Whisper this softly, God, I'm ready to hear you again. I give you the space I used to fill with worry. I give you the volume I used to give to fear. Speak, Lord. I am listening, my beloved child. The pressure in your mind is lifting. The tension is being untangled. Heaven does not speak over chaos. It speaks into it and transforms it into peace. This is the hour of quiet clarity. No more spiritual noise pollution. No more second-guessing your discernment. The static is clearing. The clutter is moving. And what's left is the still, small voice that never stopped calling your name. God hasn't left you. He was whispering, waiting for you to tune in. Archangel Michael remains on watch, guarding your mind with a divine hush. This is your moment to rest and receive. No pressure, no performance, just presence. Let the silence stay a little longer. Let peace do what it was sent to do. Because now that you're hearing clearly, heaven wants to show you what's already been written. Long before this battle began, your name was sealed inside heaven's protection scroll. You didn't earn it. You didn't beg for it. It was written. It was sealed. It was decreed before you even knew there was a war to fight. And now heaven wants you to remember what was already recorded. You've been walking through storms that should have destroyed you. You faced nights that tried to steal your sleep, seasons that tried to steal your strength, and losses that tried to steal your faith. There are moments you can look back on and whisper, I don't even know how I made it through that. But heaven knows. Because every time danger came too close, every time tragedy circled your name, every time chaos tried to find your address, an angel stood between you and what was meant to take you out. That wasn't luck. That was covenant. You see, heaven operates by promises written long before your fears ever existed. And one of those promises bears your name, written into a divine document called the Scroll of Protection. Psalm 91:4 declares, He will cover you with His feathers, and under His wings you will find refuge. His faithfulness will be your shield and rampart. That verse is not poetic, it's legal. In the courts of heaven, refuge is not a metaphor, it's a right. Faithfulness is not a feeling, it's a guarantee. When God covers you, He doesn't offer half security. He writes your name into His covenant and surrounds you with militant love. You are not pleading for protection, you're activating what's already sealed. Archangel Michael reveals that your life is legally protected in the Spirit. Every child of light has a scroll, a written decree of divine safety authored by God Himself. Your scroll isn't hidden in some distant archive. It's being opened again right now. And as it opens, heaven reaffirms you are covered. You are surrounded. You are defended. Michael stands as the enforcer of that decree. His sword doesn't move unless heaven speaks, and tonight, heaven has spoken your name again. You have been covered in ways you never noticed, in traffic that could have ended differently, in medical emergencies that suddenly reversed, in moments where a delay saved you from disaster, in nights when you cried yourself to sleep, but still woke up breathing peace. That wasn't coincidence. It was coverage. There are things that could have taken you out, but they didn't. Because the ink of divine promise cannot be erased by human circumstance. Heaven's protection is not passive. It is militant love. Love that fights. Love that intercepts. Love that blocks the attack before you even sense it coming. Archangel Michael doesn't just watch over you, he stands guard. He defends the written decree of your preservation. Right now, that scroll is being reread over your life. Every line of it shines with your name marked in radiant light. It says, protected in body, protected in mind, protected in purpose. This one belongs to heaven. This one cannot be touched. Say these words with me. My name is written in heaven's scroll. I am not defenseless. I am divinely covered. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. I do not beg for protection. I receive what is already sealed. Heaven knows my name. Angels know their assignment. Archangel Michael stands watch over my destiny. I am recovered by the covenant of God. Every word you declare reaffirms what's already true. When you speak this aloud, heaven hears agreement, and agreement activates enforcement. There is no darkness that can override what has been signed in divine light. Pause for a moment. Imagine that scroll unrolled in the courts of heaven. See your name written across it, not with ink, but with light. Every letter of your name vibrates with the sound of divine memory. Heaven remembers you. Heaven records you. Heaven defends you. You've been covered in traffic, in trauma, in silence, and didn't even realize it. Those near misses, those last-minute turns, those sudden cancellations that frustrated you. They were divine diversions, angelic rerouting. Archangel Michael was not absent. He was busy intercepting attacks you never saw. The reason you're still here is because the protection scroll never expired. Even when you doubted your worth, heaven didn't doubt your covering. Even when you forgot to pray, angels didn't forget their post. Your body, your home, your spirit. They've all been under silent surveillance from heaven's command, not to control you, but to preserve you. You are not fragile. You are fortified. You are not forgotten. You are recorded. Beloved, you are walking proof that divine protection is real. There were battles you never fought because heaven fought them for you. There were traps that never caught you because Michael broke them before you arrived. Heaven's protection is not a shield you earn. It's a covering you carry. The scroll has been opened again tonight, and the words written across it are being spoken over you like a melody. You are safe. You are seen. You are sealed. You don't have to question how you'll make it through tomorrow, because heaven already signed for your safety. The blood of Jesus sealed it. The angels enforce it, and the Spirit bears witness to it. Walk in peace tonight, knowing that heaven's legal decree still stands. Your name has not faded. Your protection has not lapsed. You are not waiting to be covered. You already are. So rest now. Rest knowing that the same wings described in Psalm 91 are still spread wide above you. He will cover you with his feathers, and under his wings you will find refuge. Because you, beloved, are written into heaven's scroll of protection. And tonight that scroll has been opened again. You are recovered. Stay close. Because now that you're hearing clearly and standing under covering heaven, wants to show you what's already been written. In the next revelation that follows, the enemy knows who you are. Now it's time for your words to match heaven's record. You've been covered. You've been protected. The scroll has been opened. But now, heaven is asking, do your words reflect what's already written? Because silence is not always humility. Sometimes it's spiritual forfeiture. And your voice wasn't given just to comfort others. It was given to activate what God already promised for you. There's been a quiet war in your mouth. You've held back declarations because you didn't want to sound prideful. You've stopped yourself from speaking boldly because you didn't want to get your hopes up. You've said nothing, hoping that God would do everything. But beloved, in the spirit realm, silence is agreement. When you don't speak what heaven says about you, the atmosphere doesn't shift. And that's exactly what the enemy wants for you to stay quiet. While he fills your thoughts with fear, while he whispers lies about your future, while he tells you healing isn't for you, protection is optional, and breakthrough is too late. But not anymore. Archangel Michael is releasing this urgent revelation. Your voice is not decoration, it's a weapon. Proverbs 18:21 reminds us, life and death are in the power of the tongue, and those who love it will eat its fruit. That's not metaphor. That's law in the kingdom. Your words don't just describe your life. They shape it. They don't just reflect your atmosphere. They establish it. When you speak life, the atmosphere obeys. When you declare protection, angels respond. When you prophesy healing, your body hears it. So the question is no longer, am I protected? The question now is, am I speaking like someone who knows they are? Archangel Michael reveals that your protection is voice-activated. Heaven doesn't need loudness. It needs agreement. Your declarations give the angels clearance to move. They release the seal of authority over what God has already written in your scroll. When you say, I am covered, the Spirit confirms it. When you say, I am healed, the body begins to align. When you say, I am chosen, fear starts to retreat. Michael does not respond to feelings. He responds to faith. And faith speaks, even when it's trembling, even when it's whispering, even when it's barely holding on. Heaven knows the language of faith. So today, speak not as one who is begging, but as one who is already secured. Speak as a child of the Most High. Speak as someone standing under divine protection. Speak as someone whose name is already written in the scroll. Now say this with me, I am covered by heaven. I am healed in Jesus' name. I am chosen, marked, and protected. My words are aligned with the scroll. No weapon formed against me will prosper. I silence the voice of fear. I activate divine protection with my declaration. Archangel Michael stands guard over my life. I am not hoping, I am declaring. Say it again louder this time, I am covered. I am healed, I am chosen. Your voice has power, your sound has weight. Your declaration is not just heard on earth, it echoes in heavenly places. Right now, don't just listen. Participate in this moment of spiritual agreement. Type in the comments, I am covered. Let the enemy see it. Let your own soul see it. Let the algorithm echo it until the world knows heaven has spoken over you. And don't stop there. Share this with someone you love. This isn't just your word. It's a word for the people around you. Your declaration might be the very door someone else needs to walk through. So send it, post it, declare it, because heaven is watching to see who will speak what's already true. Beloved, your silence has ended. Your voice has returned, not just to comfort others, but to secure yourself. You are no longer speaking from fear. You are speaking from faith, no longer waiting for approval, You are declaring what heaven already sealed. Archangel Michael is responding. He is moving at the speed of your agreement. He is standing guard as your words clear the air for miracles to enter. And as you speak, things begin to shift. The fog lifts. The fear loosens. The same mouth that once whispered, "I hope now," declares, "I know." This is not empty hype. This is prophetic alignment. This is the warrior rising in you. And now that your voice has been restored, your household must be next. Stay close, because heaven is about to release protection over everyone connected to you. The same healing covering you is now coming for your family. You are not the only one heaven has been watching over. The same light that entered your spirit, the same peace that wrapped around your heart, the same angelic protection that has been following your steps, it is now moving through the walls of your home. Healing is not meant to stop with you. It is meant to overflow. For too long, your home has carried the residue of battles that didn't start with you. Arguments that echo through generations, silences that speak louder than words. Cycles of sickness, financial strain, tension, and emotional distance. There are things you feel in your atmosphere that you can't fully name. Heaviness when you wake up, tension that rises for no reason, old memories that replay when things start to get better. But heaven is declaring that atmosphere is changing. Archangel Michael has been released to your household, not as a visitor, but as a guardian. He is stepping through your doorway to announce that the same divine healing flowing through your life will now flow through your home. Because healing was never meant to be private. It was always meant to be generational. The word declares in Acts 16:31, "Believe in the Lord Jesus, and you will be saved, you and your household." That verse is not metaphor, it's a promise. It means heaven doesn't just see you praying, heaven sees everyone connected to you. Your family line is under divine surveillance. Your household is under spiritual radar. Even the ones who are far from faith, the ones you stopped trying to reach, the ones who say they don't believe. Heaven is still watching them through the lens of your prayer. Every tear you've cried for your family has been recorded. Every whisper you've made on their behalf has been heard. And now the command has been released. Healing is about to visit your house. Archangel Michael reveals this truth. When one heart opens to heaven, the atmosphere of an entire home can shift. The same angels that guarded you in silence are now standing in the corners of your rooms. Every doorway, every hallway, every window that has felt heavy is being surrounded with divine light. Your prayers have not just touched heaven, they have marked territory. The presence of God is descending upon your home like a fresh wind. You may feel warmth, stillness, or sudden peace. These are not emotions, they are manifestations of divine visitation. Even your children, those who have drifted away, are about to sense it. They will begin to dream again. They will feel conviction without condemnation. They will feel drawn even when they don't understand why. Because heaven has placed a spiritual tracker on your bloodline, and no one escapes grace. The healing you've received in secret is now becoming contagious. Your laughter will become medicine. Your peace will become protection. Your prayer will become a portal. Archangel Michael stands outside your home like a wall of fire enforcing this decree. No darkness can cross this threshold. No sickness can make this its resting place. No curse can survive this covering. Now speak these words out loud. My home is covered. My children are covered. My future is covered. Every room is filled with peace. Every corner is filled with light. Where there was fear, faith is rising. Where there was pain, healing is settling. Where there was silence, joy is returning. My home is protected by heaven's fire. Archangel Michael surrounds my family with divine covering. Say it again. My home is covered. Every declaration you make reshapes your environment. Your words are rebuilding the spiritual architecture of your house. You don't need to fight with arguments. You fight with atmosphere. And right now, heaven is helping you take back your ground. Take a deep breath and look around your space. Whether you're in your bedroom, your kitchen, your car, or your workplace, begin to see it differently. You are standing on anointed ground. Whisper this: God, let your presence fill my home. Let your peace dwell where there was pain. Let your angels guard every doorway. Imagine a glow spreading across the place where you live. That glow isn't imagination, it's activation. You've been asking for healing for your family, and heaven is answering. Even now, tension is softening. Even now, unseen hands are sweeping through the spiritual atmosphere, cleansing what the enemy tried to plant. Where there was heaviness, there will be laughter. Where there was disunity, there will be forgiveness. Where there was fear, there will be faith again. Beloved, your home has been chosen as a place of visitation. Heaven is not just protecting you, it's protecting everything connected to you. Angels have surrounded your walls. Michael himself stands at your gate, holding the line against darkness. The same light that restored you is now rebuilding your household from the inside out. Your family will begin to feel what you've been feeling. Peace will rest where chaos once ruled. Healing will find the ones who thought they were forgotten. This is not imagination, it's inheritance. And heaven is faithful to complete what it begins. So tonight, walk through your home and speak blessings aloud. Bless the doors, bless the rooms, bless the people. Say, this house belongs to God. Because the Spirit of the Lord is not visiting to leave. He is here to stay. The same healing that touched you will now touch everyone you love. The same protection that covered you will now cover your home. And as you sleep tonight, let this promise echo in your heart. Your household is under divine radar. You are not alone. You are not unguarded. You are not unremembered. Archangel Michael surrounds your home like a wall of fire, and heaven whispers, peace be within these walls. Stay close, beloved. Because now that your home is healed and your atmosphere restored, heaven wants to confront the deepest battle, the ones you were born into. You weren't just born into your family, you were sent to transform it. This isn't just about your healing, it's about your lineage. Heaven didn't place you in that bloodline to survive the pattern. You were placed there to interrupt it. You are the one your ancestors prayed for, but never saw. You are the one hell hoped would stay silent. But heaven anointed to break the cycle. You've carried weights that didn't start with you. Addiction, anxiety, shame that lingers for no visible reason. Sickness that repeats through generations. Secrets passed down through silence. You felt it in your soul. The invisible heaviness that shows up in your thoughts, your relationships, your body. And deep down you've asked, why does this feel bigger than me? Because it is. You've been contending not just with your own struggles, but with generations of unspoken pain. You've been carrying invisible contracts that others signed in grief, trauma, compromise, or ignorance. But now heaven declares those contracts are being canceled. You are the bloodline breaker. The curse ends with you. Exodus 26 declares, showing mercy to thousands who love me and keep my commandments. That means mercy doesn't just touch you, it travels through you. You're not just standing in freedom, you're extending it. The mercy of God is rewriting your family tree. Where the enemy etched in pain, God is carving restoration. You may have come from dysfunction, but dysfunction will not come from you. You may have inherited pain, but you will pass down peace. Heaven's mercy is generational, and you are the one who unlocked it. Archangel Michael reveals that this is not just a season of healing, it is a legal shift in the spirit. The ancient agreements that brought limitation bondage cycles of confusion and sickness are being overturned right now. You're not just fighting for your life. You are standing in the courtroom of heaven for your entire bloodline. Michael has drawn his sword, not just for your present battles, but to break the back of the darkness that's tried to claim your last name for generations. That voice that whispered, "You'll be just like them." That fear that said, "This runs in your family." You can't stop it. Those lies are being silenced. You are not repeating the pattern. You are rewriting the legacy. There's healing oil in your DNA now. Anointing that reverses ancient pain. You're not just praying, you are prophesying into places your ancestors couldn't reach. You are the answer to prayers no one knew how to say. The tears your grandmother cried in secret, the silence your father swallowed in shame, the trauma your mother carried in her body like armor. God saw it all and sent you. Now declare this out loud with me. I am the bloodline breaker. I carry the anointing to interrupt every cycle of darkness. Addiction ends with me. Shame ends with me. Abuse ends with me. Sickness ends with me. Fear ends with me. I declare healing over my entire family line. From the generations behind me to the ones ahead of me. I do not carry what broke them. I carry what will heal them. My name is redeemed. My bloodline is restored. Archangel Michael stands guard as heaven rewrites our legacy. Say it again. The curse ends with me. Every time you speak it, you tear another piece of the old system down. Every time you say it, you build a new foundation for those who come after you. Right now, pause and let this truth settle in. You are not just surviving, you are standing on sacred ground. The Spirit of God is rewriting your family's history through your obedience, through your healing, through your yes. You may feel unqualified, but heaven says you're chosen. You may feel unprepared, but heaven says you're equipped. You may feel alone, but heaven says you are surrounded by angels. Imagine the roots of your family tree being washed in light. Every branch touched by mercy, every hidden wound being treated with heavenly balm. Every place the enemy built an altar. Michael is tearing it down. Whisper this prayer, God, I stand for my bloodline. I stand in the gap for every silent wound. Let what broke others be healed in me. Let what limited them be overcome through me. I surrender the story and receive the new chapter. Beloved, this is not a small moment. This is the moment heaven turns its eyes toward your bloodline. You are the breaker, the intercessor, the one who stood up when no one else did. And heaven is responding. The courtroom of heaven is ruling in your favor. The darkness is losing its claim, and mercy is spreading like wildfire through every generational line. You are not just born into your family. You are sent, anointed to transform it. You are the fulfillment of a prophecy someone whispered long ago. You are the healing song that was never sung until now. You are the vessel of reversal. Archangel Michael has broken the back of every generational curse over your name. And from this day forward, your family's story will read differently. Grace where there was judgment, laughter where there was silence, health where there was sickness, wholeness where there was shame. This is not the end. It's the beginning of a new line of legacy. And it begins with you. Stay close, beloved. Because as heaven frees your family, signs will begin to appear. You thought it was coincidence, but heaven has been whispering in plain sight. The numbers, the timing, the strange alignment of events, the song you didn't expect to hear, the dream that felt too vivid to ignore. This isn't your imagination. This is divine orchestration. The supernatural is closer than you think. And the signs you're sensing are not random. You've felt it, haven't you? That stirring in your spirit that says something is about to shift. But then your logical mind speaks up. Maybe I'm reading too much into this. Maybe that number showing up again and again doesn't mean anything. Maybe I'm just being overly emotional. But heaven says no. You are not imagining it. You are in alignment. And the signs have been multiplying around you like breadcrumbs leading to breakthrough. Your spirit has been alert, even when your mind was unsure. You've been catching glimpses of something divine brushing against the edges of your reality. And that's because you're not walking in circles anymore. You're walking in sync with something heavenly. Luke 21:11 says, "There will be great earthquakes, famines, and pestilences in various places, and fearful events and great signs from heaven." Signs from heaven. Not vague, not subtle. Great signs. Heaven does not leave those it loves in confusion. When you are on the edge of something important, God sends confirmation. Not once. Not randomly, but repeatedly. The universe is not silent. It is echoing the voice of God. And you've been hearing it in your own way, through moments that speak louder than words. Archangel Michael reveals this truth. Confirmation always follows breakthrough. And the signs around you right now are not tests. They are heaven's trail markers. They are saying, keep going. You're on the right path. The veil is thinning. The promise is closer than you think. You've noticed the repeating numbers. 11, 3, 33, 5, 55. You've had dreams that left you with chills. You've had moments where goosebumps came out of nowhere or sudden tears welled up and you didn't know why. Those weren't emotions. They were activations. Heaven brushing up against your senses to remind you you are not alone. You are not lost. You are not making this up. This is the realm where the natural meets the supernatural, where time bends around your calling, where heaven sends messages not to confuse you, but to confirm you. You are being shown what your soul already knows. You're being led. You're being watched over. You're being prepared. Say this with me now. I am not missing the signs. I am not walking in confusion. My eyes are open. My spirit is awake. God is confirming what He has already spoken. The signs around me are real. I trust the divine whispers. I am in alignment with heaven's timing. Every sign is proof that breakthrough is near. Say it again slower this time. I am in alignment. The signs are everywhere. When you speak it, you reinforce your sensitivity to the Spirit. When you declare it, heaven continues the conversation. Think back. What have you noticed lately? Has something shown up more than once? A number, a phrase, a repeated verse, a dream that keeps returning. Write it down. Don't brush it off. Journal your signs. Speak them aloud. Even a whisper from heaven carries power. God uses creation time, music, faces, and even technology to get your attention. There are no limits to how He speaks, only limits to how we perceive. Ask Him, Lord, help me see what you're showing me. Help me trust the signs without second-guessing them. You are not out of step. You are walking in rhythm with the unseen. Michael walks ahead of you, making the path clear. And the signs are heaven's way of saying, keep walking. You're closer than you realize. Beloved, heaven is not silent. The silence has only been preparation for clearer hearing. And now, the numbers, the dreams, the sudden peace that makes no sense, the feeling that God is about to do something major. It's all confirmation. You are standing under an open heaven, and the signs are everywhere. You are not going backward, you are moving forward into fulfillment. Michael is revealing alignment. God is confirming your footsteps. And everything around you is beginning to reflect what heaven already knows. You are ready. You are guided. You are seen. So stay aware. Stay tuned in. Because the next sign might come in a sentence, a sound, a stranger, a still moment. The veil is thinner now. The atmosphere is full. The whispers are becoming windows, and you are about to walk through. Stay close, beloved. Because there's one more thing heaven asks of you. Be bold in your agreement. Heaven won't force the breakthrough, but it is waiting for your full yes. You've come this far. You've heard the truth. You've been covered, rebuilt, aligned, and surrounded. Now the invitation is clear. Not a push, not pressure, but a whisper. Will you say yes? So many times we pray for healing, but deep down we hesitate to receive it. We want peace, but still cradle the anxiety we've grown used to. We want change, but hold on to patterns that keep us bound. We want the new season, but walk like we're still in the old one. Heaven doesn't condemn you for this, but it does ask for one thing: agreement. Breakthrough isn't just received with hands. It's embraced with a whole heart. Not a half-hearted maybe. Not a reluctant someday. But a bold yes, Lord, I'm ready. 2 Corinthians 1:20 reminds us, for all the promises of God in Him are yes, and in Him amen to the glory of God through us. That means every promise already has God's yes stamped on it. Healing, yes. Protection, yes. Restoration, yes. Deliverance, yes. But He's waiting for your yes to meet His. That's when heaven moves. When your yes aligns with God's promise, it activates everything that's been waiting on the other side. Archangel Michael reveals you are standing at the threshold of a healing season. But the door does not open automatically. It opens at the sound of surrender. He's not forcing you through. He's waiting for you to step forward. Healing is not forced. It's offered. It's not commanded. It's extended. And your yes isn't just a word. It's an act of spiritual permission. You say yes with your mind by releasing old beliefs. You say yes with your mouth by declaring what heaven says. You say yes with your habits by aligning your actions with your freedom. You say yes with your heart by trusting that you're worthy to receive. Now speak this with me. I say yes to my healing. I say yes to divine timing. I say yes to the protection already around me. I say yes to peace over anxiety. I say yes to clarity over confusion. I say yes to joy over despair. I say yes with my whole being, mind, mouth, habits, and heart. I agree with heaven. I receive what has already been prepared for me. I say yes, Lord. Let those words sink in. Let them echo in the atmosphere around you. A full yes releases full protection. A full yes tears down the last wall of hesitation. A full yes gives angels the clearance to move with force on your behalf. Right now, if you're ready, type yes in the comments. Don't wait. Don't hesitate. This is your signal to heaven, your response to the invitation. Let it be written. Let it be declared. Let every spirit watching know you are no longer passive. You have agreed with heaven, and share this with someone you love. This is not just your season, it may be theirs too. Your yes might unlock someone else's breakthrough. Your agreement might be the final confirmation they've been praying for. So speak it, share it, declare it boldly. Heaven is listening. Michael is waiting. The promises are ready. Beloved, Heaven never forces, it only invites. And you've heard the invitation clearly now. The healing is near, the covering is secure, the timing is right, and your yes unlocks the rest. This isn't just a spiritual moment, it's a turning point. You've walked through the pain, you've received the revelation, you've stood under protection. Now, you say yes, and everything begins to move. Watch the atmosphere shift. Watch the alignment accelerate. Watch the peace settle. Because when heaven hears a full yes, miracles are no longer delayed. They are dispatched. Archangel Michael bows in readiness. The armies of heaven take their next step. And all of it begins with one word, yes. So stay close, beloved. Because now that you've said yes, heaven wants to show you why you're still here. There's a reason you're still here. Your name was circled in heaven. This is not chance, not luck, not survival by accident. You are alive because heaven wrote it that way. Your breath is not borrowed. Your journey is not unfinished. And your name, it's still echoing in places that darkness couldn't enter. You were preserved, not just to make it, but to carry something into this exact moment that no one else could bring. There were moments you weren't sure you would make it. The sickness that came without warning. The night you almost didn't wake up. The close call that still plays back in your mind. The accident you walked away from when others didn't. The spiral of depression that didn't take you under. The pain that didn't end you. And through it all, a quiet question lived in your soul. Why am I still here? Archangel Michael leans in to answer because you were preserved. Not by coincidence, not by your own strength, but by divine assignment. You didn't survive because you were stronger than the storm. You survived because heaven stood between you and the enemy's plan. Psalm 121:7 says, "The Lord will preserve you from all evil. He shall preserve your soul." This isn't symbolic, it's literal. The Lord preserved your soul through the grief that cracked your voice, through the loss that nearly stopped your heartbeat, through the fatigue, the fear, the fight. You weren't overlooked, you were shielded, and you are still here because the preservation was personal. Archangel Michael reveals what you've suspected all along, and there were angels on assignment, specifically for you. You weren't lucky that day. You were guarded. Michael himself was dispatched in moments you never saw. When the car should have hit harder, when the words should have broken you, when the pressure should have drowned you. Heaven held the line. Because there's something inside you that hell couldn't extinguish. You are a living prophecy, the kind that walks quietly through fire and still smells like praise. Your life carries weight. Your survival is strategic. You are not just a miracle. You are a message that says God still intervenes, angels still fight, mercy still rescues, and purpose is more powerful than pain. Speak this with me. Now I was preserved for this exact moment. My survival is not random. It is prophetic. The hand of God protected me. Archangel Michael stood guard over my soul. The battles I lived through have prepared me for this breakthrough. I am still here. I am still breathing. I am still chosen. Nothing was wasted. Every scar tells a story. I am a living testimony of mercy, purpose, and divine protection. Say it again louder this time. I was preserved on purpose. Let the power of those words rise inside you. Your continued existence is a spiritual document that hell cannot tear up. Pause right here. Think about the moment you almost didn't make it. Remember the lowest place. Now breathe. That breath is proof you are not finished. The same angels that surrounded you then are still with you now. You didn't just get through it, You were carried through. Maybe you never told anyone about that one night, that one moment, that one miracle that didn't look like a miracle. But heaven saw it. Michael stood in it. And now you're standing in this moment because you were chosen to be here. Whisper this: thank you, Lord, for preserving me when I didn't even know how to ask. Beloved, your preservation is not a mystery. It's a masterpiece. You were not the exception to the danger. You were the target of divine mercy. Where others would have fallen, you were lifted. Where the story could have ended, God wrote a comma instead. Your survival is not just for you. It is a signal to the world that healing is possible, protection is real, and purpose is unstoppable. You didn't just walk out of the fire. You're walking into fulfillment. You are the one heaven kept safe for such a time as this. You are the living proof that God finishes what He starts, that angels still surround those who are called, that the darkest night is no match for the light of assignment. So don't shrink back now. Don't second-guess the breath in your lungs. Don't question the grace that carried you. You were preserved for this, for the words you're about to speak, for the doors you're about to walk through, for the lives you're about to impact. The enemy couldn't take you out, because heaven still has more to release through you. Stay close, beloved, because now everything heaven promised is coming into view. Let the noise fade, let your shoulders drop, let your heart finally exhale. This wasn't just another video. This wasn't just encouragement. This was a visitation. You were pulled into this moment by heaven's hand, not as an observer, but as a recipient, not to strive, but to receive. Archangel Michael bows in honor of your endurance. Yes, your endurance, for surviving what was meant to break you, for walking through days when the weight felt unbearable, for listening even when your soul was tired, for saying amen through tears, for staying. Heaven saw it all. And tonight, heaven answers. Your healing has not just been announced, it's been activated. And your protection, it's not pending, it is sealed. Psalm 121:8. The Lord will watch over your coming and going, both now and forevermore. This is not poetry, it's a promise, a divine assignment to guard you when you rise and when you sleep, when you step forward and when you retreat, when you're full of faith and when you feel empty. You are not covered because you're perfect. You're covered because you're His. This verse is now wrapped around your life, over your doorposts, over your calendar, over your thoughts. You don't have to beg to be seen. You are seen, and you are sealed. Tonight, something shifted. Maybe it was so gentle you almost missed it. But the shaking in your soul is giving way to peace. The fear that clung to your chest is loosening. The racing thoughts are finally quieting down. Why? Because healing has begun. And healing never arrives alone. It comes with covering. It comes with presence. It comes with the hand of God resting gently on your story. This wasn't a sermon. It was an encounter. Heaven didn't just speak over you. Heaven visited you. And the room you're in right now is no longer ordinary. Archangel Michael has stood beside you in this hour, not with a sword of war, but with a mantle of peace. Not shouting, but honoring. Honoring what you've carried, honoring what you've healed from, honoring the battles you never told anyone about. You didn't just survive. You stayed soft. You still believed. And heaven bows in return. Say this aloud now: I receive the peace of God over my mind. I receive the protection of heaven over my life. I declare my home is covered. My sleep is covered. My tomorrow is covered. I do not walk alone. Angels surround me. I am not too late. I am not forgotten. The healing has begun. The protection is sealed. The Lord watches over me, now and forevermore. Let the word settle over you like a blanket. You don't have to prove anything. Just rest in it. Can you feel it? The quiet, the calm, the sacred stillness after the storm. Your room has become a sanctuary. Your soul, a resting place for presence. Let your tears fall if they need to. Let the stillness hold you. You were not overlooked. You were pursued. You were preserved. And now, you are wrapped in something unshakable. Beloved, this moment is sealed, not with ink, but with fire. Not by men, but by God. You have been heard. You have been healed. You have been hidden in the shadow of His wings. Your mind is safe now. Your body is under divine attention. Your family is under spiritual surveillance. Your steps are ordered, and your heart can finally lay down. Archangel Michael is not leaving. He stands at the gate of your home, sword-drawn eyes alert. Heaven is watching. God is covering. You are secure. You are not forgotten. You are not abandoned. You are not late. You are loved. So rest now. Sleep under the wings of mercy. Breathe under the rhythm of grace. Believe under the banner of it is done. Come back tomorrow. This is your sanctuary. Come back to the voice that steadies you, to the place where your spirit can stretch and breathe. This space is holy. This rhythm is healing. This covering is yours. The healing is sealed. You are covered. Peace now, beloved. Peace.